As Brazilian football fans look toward the 2026 FIFA World Cup with hope and anticipation, a familiar yet increasingly worrying question continues to dominate discussions around the Seleção. Who will be Brazil's reliable number 9 when it matters most? Despite Brazilian forwards shining across Europe, delivering moments of brilliance in top leagues and elite matches, the striker position for the national team remains surprisingly uncertain. This uncertainty has become even more visible following the injury setbacks suffered by Tottenham Hotspur forward Richarlison, whose absence has once again exposed Brazil's long-standing struggle to secure a consistent, dependable center forward. With Richarlison sidelined due to a hamstring injury that is expected to keep him out for approximately 7 weeks, the road to the World Cup has suddenly become more complicated, not only for the player himself, but also for Brazil's tactical planning. In modern football, extended time away from competitive matches often makes it difficult to regain rhythm, sharpness, and confidence. And when the ultimate goal is a World Cup spot, continuity becomes almost mandatory. Yet, as one door closes, another opens, and this setback has created a crucial opportunity for a new generation of Brazilian forwards eager to prove that they belong on football's biggest stage. Across Europe, Brazilian attackers are stepping up, delivering decisive performances that demand attention. And among them, João Pedro's recent display in the Chelsea versus Brentford match stands out as one of the most defining moments of the week. In a high-pressure situation where composure separates ordinary players from elite ones, João Pedro demonstrated remarkable calmness, decision-making, and finishing ability, scoring a goal that not only secured 3 valuable points for his team, but also sent a powerful message to the Brazilian national team coaching staff. It was the type of goal that goes beyond the scoreline, a goal that reflects intelligence, confidence, and game awareness, qualities that define top-level strikers. Such moments are precisely what national team selectors look for, especially when searching for a forward capable of handling the intense pressure of international tournaments. João Pedro's performance highlighted his growing maturity and suggested that he may be ready to take the next step, potentially transforming from a promising club player into a serious national team contender. At the same time, another Brazilian forward showcased a different but equally important dimension of modern attacking play during the Manchester Derby. Matheus Cunha, representing Manchester United against the formidable Manchester City, delivered a sublime assist that demonstrated perfect timing, vision, and understanding of space. While Cunha did not find the back of the net himself, his contribution was no less impactful, proving once again that in contemporary football, a striker's value is no longer measured solely by goals. Today's forwards are expected to initiate attacks, link midfield and defense, create opportunities for teammates, and make intelligent decisions under pressure. Cunha's performance illustrated how a striker can influence the game without scoring, emphasizing movement, awareness, and creativity, qualities that are increasingly essential at the highest level. These contrasting yet complementary displays by João Pedro and Matheus Cunha underline a broader trend within Brazilian football, where forwards are evolving to meet the tactical demands of modern European football. Yet, paradoxically, while Brazilian attackers continue to impress on club stages, the national team's most significant question mark remains centered on the striker role. Neymar, despite his undeniable brilliance, now operates primarily as a playmaker rather than a traditional forward, orchestrating attacks rather than finishing them. Vinicius Junior and Raphinha provide explosive pace, creativity, and penetration from the wings, excelling in one-on-one situations and stretching defensive lines. But neither is a classic number 9 whose primary responsibility is to dominate the penalty area. Brazil's attacking structure, therefore, still lacks a clear focal point inside the box, a forward who can consistently convert chances and provide a physical and tactical reference for the rest of the team. This gap has become even more pronounced with Richarlison's injury, as he was widely considered the closest thing Brazil had to a reliable central striker in recent years. His absence does not merely weaken squad depth. It forces the coaching staff to reassess their entire attacking philosophy. Long spells on the sidelines often complicate a player's return, as match fitness, confidence, and sharpness are difficult to restore quickly, especially when competition for places is intense. In this context, Richarlison's injury represents both a concern and an opportunity, raising questions about whether Brazil should continue to rely on familiar names or fully embrace informed alternatives who are proving themselves week after week in Europe's toughest competitions. This is where the spotlight intensifies on players like João Pedro, Matheus Cunha, and other Brazilian forwards currently delivering strong performances across different leagues. They all understand that this moment could define their international futures, as a single outstanding season, backed by consistent performances in big matches, can dramatically alter a player's standing within the national team hierarchy. The decision-making responsibility now rests heavily on head coach Carlo Ancelotti, whose experience and tactical flexibility make his choices particularly intriguing. Will he prioritize experience and established reputations, or will current form become the ultimate selection criterion? Should Brazil seek a traditional penalty box-oriented number 9 who thrives on service, or is a more versatile forward profile better suited to complement Neymar's creativity and the dynamism of the wingers? These questions go beyond individual selections. They will shape Brazil's attacking identity heading into the 2026 World Cup. Ancelotti must balance tactical cohesion with individual brilliance, ensuring that the team functions as a unit while still allowing creative freedom. The evolution of football has shown that rigid systems often fail under pressure, while adaptable teams with multifunctional players tend to succeed on the global stage. For Brazil, finding the right balance between structure and spontaneity is crucial, and the striker position sits at the heart of this dilemma. European stadiums, illuminated by bright lights and intense scrutiny, have effectively become testing ground for Brazilian forwards, where every touch, every decision, and every goal is closely monitored. Those who can perform consistently under pressure, deliver in decisive moments, and influence games against elite opposition will naturally rise above the rest. In this competitive environment, opportunities are earned, not given, and only players who prove their resilience, intelligence, and composure will earn the privilege of wearing the iconic yellow jersey. As the road to the 2026 World Cup continues, Brazil finds itself at a crossroads, with uncertainty in one of the most critical positions, but also an abundance of emerging talent ready to step up. The coming months will be decisive, not only for individual careers, but for the direction of Brazil's national team as a whole.